All right, here we go.
There we go.
Another episode of the TJ-3 show. This time we're doing the tribute to my grandmother. She passed away July 2nd, 2025. She was born on May 9th, 1942. And we're just going to share our memories, our thoughts, and celebrate her in her life. So my first question to you is, how did y'all first meet?
The first meeting was my sighting. I watched Elouise come in at the time my parents' store, liquor store, and she came in with this gentleman, and I wasn't in a real good relationship. I just looked over at her, and she came in, and her hair, she had a tight sweater on, her hair was pretty. She looked so pretty, and I was unhappy. And I said, who is this guy here with this fine-looking woman here? Boy, he's so lucky. And I said, wow, man, well, time passed and a few months passed. But this sighting had to be in 75, 6. But when I saw her, I said, man, that's a lucky dude there, man. Ooh, wait.
Yeah.
She had everything that I ever thought I could have wanted, just looking at somebody else's woman. Not knowing over time that this beautiful woman ever ended up my wife.
How did y'all initially started connecting?
Well,
communicating?
she came in the store, and naturally, you know, shit, I'm inquisitive. I got a tongue in my mouth. I got to say, what's your name? She told me her name, and she came in the store. At that particular time, she smoked cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
So she smoked cigarettes, and then all of a sudden, you know, after a couple more times coming in, I didn't know what possibly was, just another customer, but she just quit smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, dropped it like it was a ton of crap she didn't want no more. She just dropped it. And I said, man, how could you do that? Because I was a smoker, still smoke, but I mean, how could you just drop them like that and say you through with them?
Yeah.
So she came in and, you know, just come in the store, you know, more than one occasion, and I found myself, you know, asking more gentlemanly questions, you know. And so we started conversating, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But my objective at this time, since she came in more than one time, is, what can I say, to, you know, keep this blossoming, keep on moving in the direction I needed, because I was a very unhappy person.
Right.
I had a young lady I was living with. She had a child and all of that. But I'm saying, you know, how do I've seen it more than once now. You know, how do I get this in my court where I can go ahead and, because I didn't see what to do no more. So, you know, I said, well, how am I gonna get her back in here where I can let her know that you know, me and you need to do something.
How did she? So when did she stop coming in with the dude?
Oh, that was, I never saw him after that first initial encounter.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like, I guess it was a liquor store and they just want to stop in it. But when I saw her, I said, man, ooh, boy, that would accomplish something that she was going to accomplish something that I needed and wanted in my life. And that's ended up being what happened.
Right.
But at the initial encounter, you know, because she would come in, and I think I eventually, I know not that thought, I eventually said, "What's your phone number?" And she gave me her phone number, and because I was living with somebody and I couldn't just go ahead and talk to her immediately like my real inner self said I wanted to do, but I just could not do it because I was in a sticky situation.
Yeah.
So eventually, I gave her a number that she could call and possibly find me. I give her my parents' number. I wasn't even brave. I couldn't give her no other number. I couldn't give her no other person's number. So I gave her my parents' number so we could, you know, at least start planting a seed. If it ain't but one seed in the ground, we're gonna plant this one and hope it grow.
Right.
So my daddy answered the phone one day and he said he don't live here no more. So then, you know, by the time we eventually talk again, she said, "Your dad, see, you didn't even live there." But I was so determined. I was so determined with the little manly skills I had that I'm gonna make this problem disappear. I was determined that this woman, because she had been in my store so many times, and I'm still can't give up the real situation I'm in, but I was determined that she was going to be my woman. That was bottom line. I didn't use up all my bullshit, and that's how it went on from there, and it just prospered over several different situations at that time, because I came, you know, we at one point we formed a bond where, you know, we could see, and you know, because she adjusted to my schedule.
Right.
I'm getting up at 2:00 in the morning, closing up a liquor store, and I want to. But I'm not giving up on this woman. She gonna be my woman.
This is what I want. Not giving up.
I'm not giving up on that. She gonna be. So tit for tat, time took over, and I was able to formulate a relationship after getting out of a bad relationship, an ugly one, that she gonna be my girl.
That leads me to my next question. What was y'all's first dates and first interactions like in a relationship? Like the early days in a relationship? What were those like?
Well, you know, shit. You know, I had friends, and I'm not gonna lie. You know, I want to look like I was a baller, and at the time I had friends, and you know, I could sniff some cocaine. But your mother, your grandmother, I believe she just assumed at the time, well, he's a nice person, but I wanted to portray an image that really wasn't me, but I wanted to be me to impress her, so that I wanted to act like I was knowing dealers, and I was cool with them, and she just basically went along with the floss I was putting on her, you know, because it meant that much to me to achieve having this woman in my life.
Right.
I had to look like I was more than I was, and I really wasn't that. I wasn't nothing but a regular old person. Parents had a liquor store, but then that come with perks too. You look like you balling, you got money, but I was on a mission to impress her that I was more than just parents had a liquor store.
Right.
And so we went on several different occasions where we even went across the Golden Gate Bridge because I had some partners up there. You know, they was slinging that cane and shit, and I just wanted to look like I was part of the situation, but I really wasn't. But affiliation brings assimilation.
Right.
You know, like I'm part of this, but I ain't really doing shit. But I did use the cocaine myself, but it was never anything sending her direction. Yeah, I just wanted to look like I was part of something big, and that's what I wanted to do to impress her. Like I knew these dope niggas, but I really wasn't slinging or dealing with nothing.
Right.
But I had the affiliation. I had the camaraderie. I had the situation where we was partners and shit.
Cool.
Mutual respect.
Got
you know,
it.
I said, let's go with it.
Okay, so y'all meet, and when y'all meet, she does have kids. So how does that conversation go?
Well,
And at that time, are you okay with dating women with kids?
Well, I didn't. What it is, I didn't already dated a woman with a child. She was 7, 8 years younger than me, and I don't know what led to that. But when I met Elouise, you know, all that, as we got rid of that garbage, I asked Elouise, could I move in with her?
Okay.
You know, just a chump punk question, and she allowed me to move in with her. So now I done gained a whole lot of ground. I don't know. I'm like Moses. I know about the Red Sea now. Shit, okay. I'm coming through here with my people. I'm coming through here, going into her world, and it's gonna be great. But what I asked her, because she had two teenage kids, I asked her, I said, are your kids any kind of thugs or gangsters? Because I put down in my profile that if they was, I didn't want to be around them. I didn't want to deal with her no more. I wasn't gonna be around because I know about the hood. I know what was going on in the hood. I know about gangsters beating up, kicking ass, murdering, kicking ass, doing a whole bunch of things. But I said to myself, I don't want to be. I'm not gonna be. If your kid, because really I thought they might eventually, if I wanted to treat them, they might want to jump me, do me again.
Right.
But you know, I said no, I ain't gonna deal with it. But she assured me that her kids were good kids, and that's what made it move on like it ended up to this day.
That's what it made move forward. Okay.
It made it move all the way forward, and I never will forget that, because normally when the two people want to live together, it's normally, in my opinion, a man must say, why don't you move in with me? Let's see what we can accomplish.
Right. Usually.
But I was a chump going through weak shit in my life, and I said, can I move in with you? And when she said yes, it was all done.
So when she said yes, how was the energy between y'all at that time? Like, was it cool? Like, was she feeling you? Like, how was the energy?
The energy, yeah. Because you know, when a man can ask a woman, can he move with her, and she says yes, then the energy was cataclysmic. It was in the stars, where the heavens and the Mercuries and the Jupiters and all. It was like that. She said yes, and I felt so accomplished. I felt so great. I said, oh shit, I done made it. This my woman. If she let me move in with her, but she had one stipulation. She said if she had any daughters living with her, I wouldn't have been able to move in. She said no, because
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. She
They
said if she
kinda
had some
sets
daughters, she
this-
wasn't gonna. I could have never moved in, but she had some heads, some hard heads like me, and it made it okay.
I think that kind of makes sense because it sets a kind of different vibe and a different message for a woman than a man.
A
I
woman
think
know,
it might.
and like you said, see, a woman know a man got a lightning rod on him,
Right.
and as soon he may come in there talking about I want that, but then a male's instinct, if he see a younger somebody around, he don't know what his mind. But that wasn't my mind. But I'm just saying, she knew that type of thinking existed.
Male nature, basically.
Yeah, male nature.
Male nature, basically, for sure.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. If you claim it ain't, but then it might, because I know what a female can do to any man. Bring on lust.
Okay. So, leading up to that, how long were y'all together?
Well, if I really think about
Before y'all got married, I'm sorry.
If I really think about it, I'm claiming 78. But the real encounter with Elouise had to be 76, 7 at the latest. Because I had to go through this process of concealing my situation to end up with this situation. So I had to fabricate a whole lot of shit, but then it ended up, I can safely say 78, but it was probably 76.
Okay, so 76.
Probably 76, but when the coast got cleared, when it looked like it was gonna be something.
So you got with her in 76, you said.
Yeah, that was the initial close encounter.
Okay.
That was a close encounter because I had to take, I don't know, 76 halves with halves and halves and halves turned into 78, but 76 it turned into that because I had to get out of some shit that I wasn't happy in.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure a way out of that because I have a child. I have a little bitty boy. I'm trying to nurture him and guide him right.
Yeah.
But then it just got really intolerable.
Kind of jumpy. Yeah.
It just couldn't go any further. So 76, through all these nits and pucks and little holes in the situation, that I can claim 78.
Okay.
But probably 76.
Okay.
The whole process.
So you move in with her. How was it like moving in with her in that environment? Because like you said, you're going into her world at that point.
Well, that wasn't odd, bad, or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't come there empty-handed. Yeah. What I'm saying about that is that I was still in the store, and I knew people that hustled. So shit, I was bringing food in. I was bringing steaks. I didn't just come in here like a dog looking for a bone.
Right.
I came in, but then she knew how to put all that little bit I was bringing in, but she knew how to cook. She just knew how to. And then what really captivated me about her is I heard her talk. I heard that southern voice. I mean, first meeting her.
Southern accent.
Oh, man. Ooh, that southern accent. She could have done what she wanted to do with me. She could have done whatever she wanted to do with me because I was done. I had no other offense. I was always just ready to be receptive. Whatever she, because I just loved her voice. I just loved her voice. Man, never forget it.
For sure.
This day.
For sure.
But what I want to say about my wife is she was an exceptionally loving, caring for, endured to me. And when I think of those things, it makes me kind of be in a weakened condition because I can't really explain to people what she did for me and what she did to me. When I'm speaking about did to me, she made me know that she loved me, and whatever we done been through, wherever we done been with, wherever children we had, whatever we done in the past, that's the past. So I just fell in love with her, and whatever I could possibly do to make anything be right in her life and mine, I was ready. I was ready.
Okay.
I was ready.
So y'all living together. How much time passes before y'all actually get married?
Well, if we gonna do the 78, that was 22 years. We got married in 2000.
Okay.
The only reason it probably took that long, because I was scared of the word marriage.
I got you.
Because
a lot of people are.
Yeah. Because the word marriage, I said if I ever got married and to her, it ain't gonna be but one time. Mm-hmm. I ain't got no multiples. One, and then you go here and research. Oh, that's another one. Okay, that's two. I didn't have but one on my mind.
Right. Okay.
And that's what made our relationship endure all this time. I ain't saying everything was perfectly smooth. Sometimes you argue, but then when you don't argue no more than 10 or 15 minutes, and nobody say it, nothing else to bring that bullshit back up, then it's all good.
Right.
It's all good. That's how you make a relationship. That's how you fall in love and know you love somebody.
Right. That's how you make it work. Because I think a lot of people these days, they'll have an argument, altercation, whatever you want to call it. Then they'll dwell on it for 2 or 3 days. Then that's when it blows up even bigger, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, we have a little argument, 15 minutes, 20 minutes go by, we back to normal,
And that's what makes a relationship. That's when you know this particular person you did right by. You did right with that person. And that's her. And I never will ever forget her. And I do my best to stay strong because I'm not God. I know I can't make up no what ifs, what did.
Walk on water.
Yeah. All that backwards thinking
water
is nothing
wine.
but that ain't nothing but a dream. We all had dreams. That was a dream. What you did, you dream. Because whenever you wake up, the dream is over.
Mm-hmm.
But this woman, she will never be ever disrespected in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I ain't trying to find nothing to replace or hope or what might be. It's not that. I don't have that in me. Mm-hmm. I loved her, she loved me, and that's all in on that page.
There you go. How was your wedding day?
What was that day like? Our wedding day, we had a kid down there. And I didn't have too many reps. I had my sister and her friend at the time. It wasn't a whole lot of representation from my end, but it was a lot of representation from Elouise end. And it just turned out and flourished.
Turned out good.
It turned out good. That's why this is 2025, September 1st now, that the memories will never, ever change. That's my baby, and that's gonna be my baby till they put me with her.
Yes, sir.
That's all.
How was she like as a wife and a mother, as you observed?
Oh, as a wife, she tended to me and made sure I had my medication because I ain't to have this. She took care of it, but she damn sure wasn't gonna never let whoever come in and let her forget about her children or her grandchildren. No, that ain't part of the party. She gonna make sure that with me, we didn't accomplish things, we didn't achieve things, we didn't be in places, but she was not gonna ever let me forget. Look here, I got children. They took care of you. They took you to the hospital when you were almost ready to leave here on diabetes, and I'm gonna honor that to the end.
Sure.
There's nothing that I can ever replace and say I made a mistake. She made a mistake. No, we've done things together. So whatever decision you make together, that's what the decision ended up being.
All right. So y'all together, y'all get married. She has grandkids. So do you remember the first time that she found out that she was having grandkids?
Oh,
and how was she?
I can't exactly remember. You 96, right? I can't remember exactly, but what it was is that she was a protective mother. She didn't want her children to be susceptible to any crime or hurt or danger outside. She had a house where she wanted her children with her and loving whatever came about them. So then she had a grandchild. So, okay. I ain't got no opinion about it. As long as you happy, baby, I'm happy. Whatever we gonna do to make sure they grow up right and achieve success in this life, because there's a whole lot of bullshit out here that don't give a damn about what you do.
Right.
They don't care if you out here homeless. They don't care if you a drug addict. They don't give a shit about none of that. But what I'm saying is that whatever Elouise had in common for her children and they had children, that's what we did. That we was a team.
Yep.
I've never been opinionated about shit because when she wasn't opinionated about me, how I'm gonna have opinion about the Lawrence, the followers, the coming ups. No, we in this together. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna raise these kids, make sure they get the best knowledge they can possibly get. And that's what we did.
I think that's powerful for sure. Because not many people agree to do that, and that's a sign of strong, just pure, genuine, just love.
That's
like
all
said,
it was.
Y'all a team, like you said.
It was a team. I never had no children, and with the children that she had, I loved them. And she can tell you that if she was still around, she could tell you I loved them, helped them, we helped them, and we still be helping right now. Should she not going to heaven? But that's what we did. I felt I was privileged. Understand the word? Go look it up if you understand it. I was privileged to be able to help do these things. I felt like a giant. I felt like 3, 5, 4, 5. I'm helping this family become something. It ain't gonna be no dropping them out, or I didn't. What the hell? When I got with her in America, I'm taking on everything that she had, and that's what the hell I ended up doing, and I ain't got no regrets. The only regret I have is that I don't have her now. That's the only regret.
Right.
But no anything we wasn't gonna leave nobody behind or you this, you that. No, we didn't do that. No,
for sure.
No, we didn't do that.
What was her favorite meal that she liked to cook?
Oh well, she got me to eat the beans, the rice, the ham hock, short rib. I mean, she, cause I ain't worth a damn in the kitchen. No, I ain't worth. I'm no accomplishment. All she can do is say, "Give me some water, put this in the pot, do this, do that." I'm accomplished at that. But my wife was the source of all nutrition, and she was whatever she wanted to eat. By the time she said it, I'm ready to eat it too.
Sweet.
I'm ready to eat it also.
So did you love her cooking?
Oh man. Ooh. Yeah, they're the best cooking in the world. I couldn't, like I say, when I first left home, I thought I knew how to. They had Uncle Ben. They had rice in a bag. You put it in a pot and you boil it, and then that's supposed to be rice. She took me, and to the day, if I had to push come to shove, I can push, and just for what I remember her doing, I can say, well, give me some of that garlic powder, give me some of that garlic, that onion powder, dash. I can throw it in there. Hope I have enough, because I used to look at her, and she had a wizard's hand. She knew what to pour in there, and it came out right.
The cook's touch, huh?
Oh, yeah. she was. Yes, yeah. Lord, and I just miss so much, but I'm not the first person on this planet to miss so much. I ain't gonna be the last one.
Yeah.
They got people, we miss our parents. We miss our grandparents. We miss our great-grandparents. Don't go no further, because you might not ever even know where they come from or where they even existed. But this woman made me appreciate her and love her, because she just took care of me and said, we're going to eat like this, and we ate like that. And then I eat so much, then I'm so appreciative of her cooking that I have no alternative but to get sleepy.
Right. You can't help but.
No, ain't no.
It's so good, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
Anybody does, and you don't need a whole lot of meat to fall asleep.
Right.
You just need you just overeat your food.
Do you remember a time she surprised you or did something unexpected?
Yeah, it was a time when I could have been a very dangerous person, and she witnessed this. She said, "Danny, don't hit her." Here's the culprit, because I done moved on. She seen I'm having success, and I'm happy with Elouise. But this first woman I lived with, she didn't kick me to the curb and had sex and did all kinds of things with other men. But then this particular night, she wanted to come back here and reclaim me. And that shit wasn't happening.
Wow.
I had a friend named Kelly, and he said, Elouise, you stand over there. Because he could see this wasn't looking good. So she comes in and sees Elouise, over there, harbored, protected, and he wants to attack me in my own family store. She takes a bottle and attempts to hit me in the head because of my happiness. But I threw my arm up and the bottle flew out of her hand and broke. And I picked her up, and she was about 175, 80 pounds. I picked her up like she was a feather. And I slammed on the ground. Bam! She trying to spit up my face. I slap her. Bam! Everybody said, Danny, don't hit her. Danny, don't hit her.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounded like a song, don't hit her. Don't hit her, Danny. Don't hit her. Don't hit her.
So she said it just calmly like that.
Said it calmly, don't hit her. You get some rambunctious hood bitches, they talking about beat that bitch's ass.
Right.
Knock her out. Slap the
Right.
But Elouise said, don't hit her.
She had more class.
She said, Danny, don't hit her. And it took something for me not to hit her. And if I hadn't heard her voice, I might have slapped up real bad. But then she have a child. I don't want him to grow up thinking I didn't beat the hell out of her.
Right.
But Elouise said, Danny, don't hit her. And it worked out that way.
Yeah.
It worked out that way. To these, I'm saying 47 years, but the whole adventure to me is 49 years. The whole adventure. The whole me convincing her, wait, because I had made up in my mind, ain't nowhere in hell I'm going to lose Elouise.
Mm-hmm.
My mind was made up.
Right.
I'm already going through enough. I said, I ain't going to lose. Whatever little tricks or words or situations I can possibly say that she won't. She said, oh, no, I'm through with you. No, you shit, hell no.
There's no possible way it was going to come to that.
No. Your grandmother is such a unique person that came into my life, really saved me, really as a man, knowing how to deal with certain situations, because she had situations she dealt with. Yeah. But it turned into us being together this long a period of time. I mean us. I ain't talking about no did 5 years, come back, try to do another 5, I ain't trying to do another 3.
Right.
I'm talking about continuous.
So
we did continuous.
Y'all was together, like you said. I'm going off of what you said. Was altogether 49 years.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Oh yeah. From the close encounter of the first kind to what it ended up being. That's all it was.
So it was a continuous 49 years, is what you said.
Because I had to lie, and I didn't want to get caught lying, but then she trying to figure out, she was into it, this relationship, just as much as I was into it.
Yeah.
So whatever obstacles we might be encountering, it's going to be a conclusion at the end. And that's what we ended up making a conclusion at the end.
Yeah.
We conclude at the end, whatever bullshit you've been through, we done concluded all that bullshit that it's our time.
Mm-hmm.
Our time. And a whole lot of people can't say that.
Yeah. I think that's real powerful. Like almost, I'm gonna just say 50 years. Like
Yes.
I don't even know anybody's parents or grandparents, none of my friends, anything. None of them have been together for probably even half that. So I think that doesn't really happen that often. From my point of view, that's what I'm saying.
No, and I appreciate your point of view because number one, if you don't love that person to sacrifice whatever that was, but this is where we come together and we gonna make this solidify between us. If it's not a whole lot of people can do that. And like I said, I really want to call it 50 years, but anyway,
right.
It probably was, just first sighting and little chippy little conversation. Because I had to tell your grandmother that I had no phone number. I could call her and just talk and start smoothing shit out. And this is what I gotta say. But over time, it ended up where we was able to spend, I'm gonna say 49 years through this accomplishment.
Yeah.
We accomplished something.
Yeah.
And if you ain't in that long to accomplish something, what are you doing?
Right.
You just want to have sex. You just want to do this. You want to have a baby. But I mean, when you through all of that, because she had her body eliminated where she couldn't have my child. So that was because she didn't want to make a mistake. She meet this punk or that punk coming along the road, right, and they just want to have sex. Then who gonna take care of the baby? But see that time period got eliminated because it was just a little bit too long where I wasn't able to be that person to say, oh shit, we gonna do this. We gonna it's our baby. This how we gonna end up. But anyway, life have so many twists and turns and obstacles. But when you really end up, I'm saying to a lot of young people, when you really end up finding somebody you really love, and you go through house buying, car buying, whatever you're going to do. Whenever you can find your way to accomplish that, you got somebody on the right track that's going to be with you'll be able to accomplish something, then you're on the right track. But don't think it's just a booty call, whatever the fuck y'all call it. It ain't about that. Because that all you gotta do is go to a prostitute or go to a Madam Fifi. She got a list of women you can come. They'll come to your house and take care of you.
They got a menu.
Service, yeah. They come service your ass. No.
But basically, it takes a purpose to be able to sustain that type of relationship. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. It is a purpose. It is a purpose. What are you trying to? What do you accomplish? You want to get into still a lot of money in this house. You want to buy a house? You want to buy a car? What do you really want to accomplish that you can say you two did together, and it still continuing to this day. No, it's not that easy.
All right. So, what values did she live by that shaped the family?
Oh, well, she family first. She gonna make sure that the kids taken care of. Ain't man always have a dollar to go and do shit what they got to do, but she gonna make sure. She gonna make sure, like she did when I met her. She gonna make sure that she gonna take care of whatever. If they ain't got it, I got it, cause that was the mama.
Right.
And me being a stepdad, sometimes I would say I might question shit, but in the bottom end, I'm going along whatever the fuck she say. Whatever she say, this needs to be done. That's going how it got to be, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
For sure.
That's what it was. I missed the hell out of her. I'm gonna miss the hell out of her till I finally ain't around here to even think about missing her. But anyway, that's what life has done for me. I miss her. She's the queen. She was the stick out. She made me appreciate having a family that I wasn't even a natural parent in.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the family, and she made sure I did that, and I still do it to this day.
For sure.
To this day.
Yes, sir. So to wrap this up, I got one more question for you.
Okay.
If you can describe her in 3 words, what would it be?
The greatest goddess. The goddess greatest.
Either or, all right.
The
like
greatest goddess.
I like that on the spot. Perfect. It's perfect. I'm a for sure mister for sure, man. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I still in description like you got me now.
Yeah, I just regret stuff that I didn't do, man.
This ain't no saying something for the hell of just saying. This is how I really felt about that woman.
Yeah.
And then, as all great people, families, they all go away.
Yeah.
They all go away. They all go to heaven. They all go away. So why am I still want to cry? Because mine have gone away.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're gonna do. And that's it. They're all going home to God.
Yep.
One day, because she ain't the first, she ain't the last. We look hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. Where them people go? They went to God.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody gonna live here no 500 years.
Right.
Whatever you think you're doing, whatever amount of wealth you think you have, you're not gonna do that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think back in the days, humans was like living to like 30 years old and it was dying.
Well, see, what gets me with that calendar is how long was it recorded? You know what I'm saying? If you was 30 years old, passing as a pharaoh or son or something, what was it? How many times did the sun go up and revolve around? Because that's what they did. How many times that sun go up and spin around Earth? They see it another time. They see it another time. It might be in another position. Might spin over here. But how long? See, I don't know how we record men's hit. They want to record you, what, 100 years old? 100 years. What was 100 years back in them time periods for you to just be 30?
Right.
We don't know. We want to be so intelligent and comprehending, because I think I told you before, I don't want to hear nothing that man records 100 million years ago. Where do you get 100 million years ago?
Right.
Talking about a damn dinosaur.
Recorded history, right? There's nothing to record.
100. I mean, what was your device? What was your device to call somebody dying at 30 years ago? What was your device? How did you calculate that?
It's very true.
I just want to, man is a fantastic man is a fantastic individual on earth, because man know how to kill everything else on earth, but they don't know how to kill man. But God gave us the capability to eliminate you. You become a threat. We find if we need 100 pygmies throwing darts of spears at a lion, we're gonna finally take his ass down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 100 pygmies, they ain't no tallness, but they all kind of spears they throw.
Right.
Okay, you finally down his ass. Same thing with an elephant. Now you might need 500 pygmies throwing a goddamn spear at an elephant to bring him down, to call him meat. Because I have seen that documentary. They showed that years ago, man. He had a damn pygmy. I remember when he carved his way inside the elephant, and he cut a flap to open it, because that's food. God had put food for man on earth. But for you to calculate time because of Sir Isaac Newton, Leonardo da Vinci, there's other mathematicians supposed to, what was the name of Einstein? You know how to calculate why the sun stays up there in that part so long, but then the earth spins around you, claiming that it takes on a whole nother heat factor.
Right.
These are things that God gave man to look at them. They find dinosaur bones. What, South America, North America? But they ain't found their dinosaur bone where the Muslims and the Jews live. They ain't found no bones there. God ain't did nothing but put something out here for you to entertain yourself with. Think you know what he all about.
But he got it all under control, huh?
Been headed because under control, because one day you ain't gonna be here no more. One day. Like I'm sitting here right now with you, man. I'll be 77 in a couple of months. I hope to make that. Hope to make a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But the point being is there is a number I ain't gonna make.
We all ain't gonna make.
We all ain't gonna make. That's right. There's a number. We all ain't gonna make. See, I got a thing right now. I've got to get myself baptized, because in the Bible, if you ain't baptized, you can't go to heaven. Yeah. I have friends. I have this friend of mine. I said, man, how all these people never even knew about Christianity, never even knew about Jesus? How come they can't go to heaven? All he do is tell me it's in the Bible. But the Bible was written at this particular. What about the people before that?
Right.
Them Egyptians, them pharaohs, and people. So why I just don't understand why God is not. He created them all. He put time limits on all of them. So how the hell you would say this is it? And if they didn't know about it, Christianity, the Hindus, oh shit, what I'm trying to say, them ones up there near China, the Buddhists. I mean, then you got the pharaohs down there. Then you got the Aztecs over here, but they ain't been baptized. And you trying to tell me God ain't got no place for them, but He created them? No, they ain't gonna make it. I just don't feel that. I just don't see why God would create something like Moses and all them motherfuckers. Excuse me.
Right.
How the hell they ain't been baptized? Maybe they was. I don't know. But Jesus wasn't around.
At that time.
Jesus wasn't around for them to be baptized. But you want to talk about if you ain't baptized, you ain't going to heaven. So they brainwash me. So I really gotta get baptized because it's in the Bible.
So my question is, who do you think is more likely to read the Bible from start to finish, an atheist or a Christian?
Oh, come on, man. A Christian.
Oh yeah?
Why would an atheist want to read something that he don't believe in?
Right.
Why? What would make him have interest in believing God's teachings for you to say in the end, I don't believe it? Nah.
But you got to read it to be able to not agree with it or don't believe in it.
But I'm going to make that simple too now. You don't believe in devil worship. So that means you got to read devil worship to disagree with it?
Right.
I'm just trying to make a point, you know. I'm not making the precise point I'm trying to make, but something you don't believe in, you want to research it to find out what the meaning of it is.
Right. To be able to tell, like, okay, I don't really agree with this message.
Well, now you doing something else. Because like I just said, why do you want to research devil's talk to understand if it's right or wrong?
Right.
My problem is because he's a forgiving God, evidently. Why did he just destroy the devil? Why did he just eliminate it? Because he was God's most loved angel at the time. So I've been led to believe that God didn't want to destroy him. You tell me something now. I mean, you know, it's just so much in this world that we talk to believe in, we talk not to believe in. But then they got people that want to say it's okay to change your sex. Really? Change your whole body that you was born with from two people that you have some doubt in your mind whether you really a boy or a girl, but then you want to go through all this bullshit and surgically or chemically reverse that.
It's insane to me.
Yeah, it's insane.
Insane to me.
But you know, when you think about God, you say, God, you know, why didn't you just, God, why don't you eliminate this? Why do you allow these type of individuals to question? And it's in the commandments. It's in the 10 Commandments. But then you still allow these fools to run around here. I think God gives you a service to see before He judges you. What are you really doing? What are you gonna really do here on this earth? Because I got the final verdict. But then you want to go out here and that this fool who was 18 years ago killed 58 people on the strip, just able to shoot. Ain't nobody even hear the bullets coming.
Wow.
That motherfucker down in that Mandalay Bay. How the fuck? Why is this one motherfucker got all this luggage? He got all this luggage to fill that whole courtroom, that section over there. What do you do? What is all this shit? You traveling by yourself, and you got this much fucking luggage. You wait for P. Diddy's party? Is it gonna be one of them parties? You got costumes and masks and clothing to do all this shit, but he killed 58 people because that's what you had on your mind.
Yeah. So it don't take, it don't take a saint to realize that that's the devil's work, huh?
That's what the Bible says. And nothing but devil work. But God put you here to make decisions on earth. You hear the motherfucker. He's 19, 20 years old. He's shooting at some motherfucker running across the street over there. Or somebody he don't even know. But you got the description. You shoot, bow, 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 bow. Do them all the more high-powered mechanized weapons. And you kill somebody's child that's 2 or 3 years old.
I just can't even imagine the consequences if I were to do something like that.
No, I mean, because that's not what's on you. You have a different, you have a brain in your head that tells you right now. You go out and shoot your gun for enjoyment. If something becomes a danger to yourself, you're able to protect yourself. But for you to just random shoot and kill somebody's 2 or 3 year old baby.
Just to be shooting. Man.
But then my friend tells me you go back to Job. I forget what verse it is and all that. But Job said to God, he said, man, why you putting me through all this here?
Man.
And God told Job, he said, look here, man. I'm just making it, look here, man. But God told Job, where were you when you first looked into the sky and see all them stars, all them clouds? Where were you when I created this land that you were able to walk on and question me? Where were you? And Job had no answer. It was no answer. These things were created before him. But see, you still want to question God, why him? Because God puts people on this planet to be judged in his own judgment, wisdom. I'm trying to formulate it, that you gonna answer for what you did.
Yeah.
But then you look back around, what kind of comfort do that bring to the parent?
all gonna have to answer for the decisions that we make.
Yeah, we all gonna have to answer for the decision we made, and that's the bottom line. And see, I got selfish. I'm gonna put your grandmother in somebody else's hands. They gonna make her well. They gonna make her well. I didn't bother to stay there and see what was going on. I came back home because I've been worried about bills I might get in my mail. But I'm gonna play God in the end.
Yeah.
Why? Why? I left it in the doctor's care. Why ain't he? Why the fuck they come and talking about cirrhosis of the liver? What the fuck is that? I thought that's associated with an alcoholic.
Right.
Like myself, I do a lot of drinking, but I don't just drink till I can't function. I'm fumbling around, stumbling and falling and busting my head. I drink. Use your grandma, stop all that, she would say, all that drinking. Look at you, you're flopping, you're falling, she would say certain things.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hear him. Didn't that's you to talk crazy. That ain't shit you talking about. But when it comes to your life, her life, my life, George Washington's life, Abraham Lincoln's life, Kennedy's life, these babies' lives, it's God's. That's God. That's God's thing.
It's in God's hands.
It's in God's hands. And that's ever the fuck it's gonna be. And it's no need of me trying to figure out what I didn't do, what I could have done, what I should have done. Because I didn't ward it off where I'm not God.
Yeah.
What was that pop I gonna do? I got sent to another hospital where she eventually passed on. But she gonna pass because she was already ill.
Yeah.
We would be here moving her. She is in so much pain because just movement, this argument was bothering her.
Yeah.
But anyway, she going on to God, and hope of a few more years to try and live to make things good for you kids coming behind us. But
Yeah. And like you said, man, everything is in God's hands. And all we can try and do is just do the best we can, do the right thing, and
yes,
not be bad people at the end of the day.
Yes.
But that's how we go end it, fellas.
Okay, that's good.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you.